Hey, what's good, everybody? It's Big Marv here, your host with the most. I got a special request. Well, actually, I offer. We were chatting back and forth. She says she's building a funnel. Somebody actually burned her. Fucking assholes. She wanted somebody to help her fix this funnel, and piece of shit just took her money and ran. So, what I'm doing is I'm going to dive deep into this funnel and see what tips, tricks I can give to make this a more converting funnel. Hell, she might have already built a fire funnel out the gate. We don't know. Sorry, my eyes all watering and shit. So let's dive in and check out this funnel, baby. I'm going to turn my mic down a little bit. It looks like the levels are high, so sorry if I was all yelling and shit. Anyways, yeah, here we go. Alright, so we got a squeeze page, a sales page, order form, OTO, order confirmation. So it looks like the sales page is going to be directing them to a one-page checkout. So let's just dive in and take a look at all the pages. We got the squeeze page. Then we got our sales page here. Oh, it looks like she's got a couple variations running. So we'll take a look at both variations. We got our order form. And then let's see here. Got our OTO page. One click up sale. Oh, looks like she's got a couple variations of that as well. And then let's see, we got our order confirmation page as if they buy the shit. You really should have another thank you page for people that don't buy. Because if they're going to opt in and they don't buy shit, you need a thank you page to send them to. But let's see if that exists already, because there's a couple steps down here that aren't actually in the funnel. But they could just be generated pages, because when you set up a product in a funnel, ClickFunnels likes to generate these thank you pages if you don't map one to your product. So let's see if they're just the generated, no template selected yet pages. Yep, that's what I thought. So that can be deleted from the funnel. And to delete these fucking generated steps, all you do is, like, I'll just select the top template because it don't fucking matter because I'm deleting this shit anyways. But you just select any template and then delete it. Because what this is for is, like, when you set up a product in ClickFunnels, you can use the thank you page variable for emails. Here, I'll show you guys after this is done deleting. Alright, so let's go here. And if I go to products, and I add a product, and you see, dude, this has changed a little bit. So we got our fulfillment email. So you can see product thank you page variable right here. So if you don't select a thank you page, right, when you build your product, so I selected this, so then it won't generate a new thank you page, right? It'll just plug a link to this thank you page into there. But if you don't select one, if you just leave this blank, then it generates a thank you page, and that's why you get all those extra steps. I'm just going to cancel this because I'm not actually creating any. But it looks like an update is going to be coming here shortly to ClickFunnels, because that was a whole different looking dashboard after you added that product. I haven't seen that update yet. So yeah, I'm just gonna finish deleting these useless steps. A second here. Alrighty. The reason why I'm going through these other funnel steps because I want to see if any of them are actually pages that she's built that she might want, you know, me to take a look at. But since these are just generated pages, I'm just going to be removing them from the funnel completely. So yeah, it looks like this is an actual OTO she might be using. Maybe not. Maybe that's why it's removed from the funnel, but I'm going to take a look at it anyways. Alright, so that all the steps. Opening new tabs now, so let's take a look at them. Hey, what's up, Cheryl? Thanks for tuning in. Alright, so 10 secrets to get approved fast and beat bad credit. Top credit experts reveal how to get approved even after you have been approved. Well, I mean, if I've already been approved, why do I need to get approved? So I'm hoping that's just a typo and that's not your actual hook. Because how to get approved even after you have been approved. Like, I'm already approved, so why the fuck do I need your guide to get approved? Even after you've been denied, I'm guessing that's what you want to put there. Enter your email below to get your free guide sent to you. And then you put my email in there. Yes, I want this. 6 ways to improve my credit score fast. So your graphic says 6 ways to improve my credit score fast, but your headline says 10 secrets to get approved fast and beat bad credit. That's another, like, what the fuck is it? Am I getting 10 secrets or am I getting 6 ways to improve? Like, fucking tell me. Because, like, at this point, I don't know if I'm getting 10 secrets or 6. And this is 6 ways to improve my credit score fast, not 6 secrets. So this could just be hacks, it could be anything else, it could not be secrets. So, like, it is very important that your graphic matches whatever the fuck your headline is. So you either want to get a new graphic or change your headline to 6 ways to improve your credit score fast. But even this doesn't really, you know, hook, right? Here's another funnel that I built for a credit guy. Oh, he's updated that. So let's see here. What the fuck is it? Can't think of his goddamn funnel page now. Here, let me look at my ClickFunnels account. It's funny, I own the domains too, so I could just go check my the GoDaddy account to find the domain and go to it. But let's see if I can find it quickly in here. No, it's not. Damn it. Okay, Professor. Give me a second. I'm gonna find it because I really want to show you this credit funnel. That's what it is. It's freedomfromyourcredit.com. Oh, maybe he fucking killed his ClickFunnels account. I'm not surprised there. Yeah, he killed his ClickFunnels account. Never mind. Can't show you the funnel. Anyways, the credit funnel that I built for him, it was all about the benefits of fixing your credit as opposed to just like, you know, quick hacks or whatever. He was providing value first. Let me see. Let me check my funnel vault. Y'all didn't know what my funnel vault was. It's all my funnels that I've built for people in one location, so you can get all my funnels. And yes, I have access for you to get membership if you want it. I can't remember what category I put it in though. It's been so long since I built that fucking credit funnel. Fitness, homepage, prospecting. It's not personal branding. Maybe it's professional services. Insurance. There we go. I'm gonna grab this URL and import it back into my account. Financial education services. Alright, so he's running a webinar to get people into about this, because he teaches people how to get credit, because most of his clients are trying to get new cars. So want to get into a new car but don't want the hassle? Register for my free webinar on how to beat the car dealership. Right? Want to get into a new car but don't want the hassle? Learn how you can get the car of your dreams and leave the hassle at the door. Right? Because like when you have bad credit, you go through a lot of fucking hassle to get a new car. So obviously you want to fix your credit to get into that car. So we targeted everything around that pain point and how we're going to fix that pain point, right? Because a lot of people that have bad credit, yeah, they just accept that they have bad credit, but they're not actively trying to fix it. So if you highlight that pain point of like, I know you've been wanting a new house, you've been wanting a new car, you've been wanting X, Y, or Z, but you have shitty credit, so you can't get X, Y, and Z. So when you target that angle or that pain point and you show the benefit of how you're going to be helping them fix that pain point, you know, versus just I'm going to send you some fucking secrets, right? I mean, this might even you know, you might get some leads from this, like, but I'm telling you, when you do this, it's so generic and so general. Like your target demographic is going to be all over the place, so it's going to be hard to hone in on a certain angle or a certain demographic to try to really build up that audience. You're going to be all over the place. Whereas if you find that one benefit, right? So like I would find 3 or 4 different things that, you know, 3 or 4 different angles, like people that have bad credit with, and split test that against your guide, right? So your guide, you have 10 secrets. First, you need to fix that. Is it 6 ways to improve my credit or 10 ways to improve my credit? Either way, you need to fix that first, right? And then split test this against a couple different angles. Like make one angle about buying a new house or a new car, or fucking, I don't know, getting a loan, getting credit cards. I don't know what the fuck, like I don't use credit, so I don't know what the fuck people would want credit for outside of like a big purchase like a car, house, boat, vacations, whatnot. But pick a couple different pain points that having bad credit, um, you know, by fixing your credit will solve those pain points. And split test those different pain points against this lead magnet, and and then whichever one's your winner, then all your content, your lead magnets, your education, your courses, everything go around that angle, because that's obviously what resonates with you and your audience, right? So that's my first piece of advice. My second piece of advice is just cleaning this headline. I mean, it's not even a terrible headline, terrible hook. It's just that, you know, it's errors, right? Is it 10 secrets or 6 ways, right? So you just got to make sure everything aligns. And when you do your Facebook ad, make sure it aligns there, right? So if you're going to put 10 secrets on your Facebook ad, you need to make sure it says 10 secrets here. If you're going to put 6 ways to improve on your Facebook ad, you need to make sure it says 6 ways to improve here. It needs to be aligned. Otherwise, people look at it as spam and garbage, and they'll never fucking opt in. Alright, now let's move on to the sales page. So it looks like she's got a variation of the sales page, just looks like different colors, same video. What I like to split test is a video versus a graphic, right? So you can get graphics made of whatever you do, like in e-course graphics. And I've actually had graphics outperform video. So on it looks like you're testing exit intent pop-up on this one, but no exit intent pop-up on this one. You got member login and support, so I'm guessing you're going to be using your sales page as your login page. I wouldn't do that. You don't want to give people anywhere to click except for whatever action you want them to take. You don't want to give them more options on your sales page, because they might be on your sales page and be like, oh, what's support, what's member login, you know, and then they'll leave your sales page. You want them to read your copy, get sucked into your copy, go through your sales page, and click the exact button you want them to click. You don't want to give them any other fucking options, distractions, or anything that'll keep them from taking the action you want them to take. Alright, now let's take a look at the copy and the structure of the page. Getting a 720 credit score has never been so easy. Bonus, no more paying high interest rates again with a 720 credit score. Well, no shit. Everybody knows that you don't pay high interest rates with a 720 credit score. So I would pick a better subheadline. Like, that's not a bonus. Everybody out there knows if you have a 720 credit score, you're not getting high interest anything. They're gonna give the shit away to you, right? So pick a better better benefit than no more paying high. No shit. I know if I get a high, god damn it, I know that. Pick something else. Let's check out this video. It's a 5-minute video. I don't like that it pops up. I would kill that fucking pop-up ability. Make it play in the page. Yeah. I'm guessing that's not the video you want to play either. I'm guessing that's not the video you want to play. So it looks like you set a custom thumbnail maybe. But you didn't set the video link right. We'll take a look at that. Let's see. Back. Get out of here. I already found the funnel I needed. Leave. Karen, edit this. I love that name. Karen, edit this funnel. I had a friend back in the day, her name was Karen, and we'd always say, "God damn it, Karen." He'd take stabs at her. Because she was just, she was just one of those goofy friends that she was like a klutz, you just, God damn it, Karen. So every time I read the name, Karen, edit this file. Alright, let's take a look at this element and see what settings you got here. Yeah, you set a custom thumbnail, you put your video URL, but I'm guessing that's not the right video. I'm guessing that's the National Geographic video. Yeah. Maybe you put a video there, maybe because you haven't uploaded the one you want to use to YouTube yet. I don't know, but yeah. Alright. So now let's see. Hell yeah, sign me up. 720 credit score, here I come. Again, like, you haven't given me shit. Unless this video is golden, I can't watch the video to let you know, like, if the video is going to be enough to sell me. But getting a 720 credit score has never been so easy. You can put, like, get the home of your, stop paying high interest on your loans and dive into the house of your dreams today after boosting your credit score. Something like that. Like, again, you want to highlight benefits and things that you're going to solve for them, those pain points. And then, did you know over 90% of credit reports have major errors on them? I knew that, but maybe the average person doesn't know that. Yes, 9 out of 10 reports have errors. That means it's almost guaranteed that your report has errors on it too. And even worse, each of those errors are costing you hundreds or even thousands of dollars every single month. But what can you do about it? You've heard knowledge is power, and it's so true, but there's also a ton of information out there. Wrong information. Example, like your credit score is higher if you're married. Not true. Conflicting. Example, each time you pull your credit report, it costs you 10 points. Not true. Information that makes 0 sense. That probably should be S-E-N-S-E. You're telling me you're gonna fix my credit, get this grammar on point, the spelling on point. S-E-N-S-E. You can use his credit and her income. Again, so not true. I mean, I guess it's true though if you have a cosigner, bruh. And all the coveted correct information, that's where I come in, the credit expert. With so much information, you're thinking, where do I start? Do I pay up? First of all, like, you didn't really give me a whole lot of information. You just gave me some highlight points, but I mean, it's again not fucking hitting any pain points. Not telling me shit that I don't already know. With so much information, you're thinking, where do I start? Do I pay off my debt first? Apply for a credit card. I'm guessing that should be, do I pay off my debt first or apply for a credit card with a question mark? I'm not sure if that's supposed to be 2 questions there, or if you're telling them, do I pay off my debt first? No, you apply for a credit card. That's, like, again, grammar makes a huge difference here. Because if you have a question mark here, it sounds like you're making a statement that they need to apply for a credit card before paying off their debt, right? I mean, and if that's what you're telling them, then perfect, but it doesn't make any sense to me. Which advice do I listen to? The banker, the advice from my mom, my friend? Again, which advice do I listen to? The banker, question mark, the advice from my mom, question mark, my friend, question mark? I mean, but even this is not a very, very strong copy. What will help my credit the most? A new credit card, paying off my current debt, clean up my credit report? And your biggest concern, will this work for me? Yes, with over 20 years experience in every kind of personal lending, I have the answers. Again, you're making it about you and not addressing the pain points. Nobody gives a fuck about you. They care about what the fuck you're going to do for them. So you can't say, I have 20 years of experience, I have the answers. You show them the answers by providing them value. Like, this is, you're not giving me any value, you're giving me just some basic shit that anybody that's looked up fixing their credit before. Because before somebody pays someone like you to fix their credit, I was in the same boat, right? I was using Credit Karma and other bullshit little things to try to fix my credit. The bullshit fucking affiliate things that pop up on Facebook saying they can help you, blah, 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 blah. And then I hired an actual real credit person to help me fix my credit for a few $100 a month, right? I already knew all this shit before I got to my hiring a professional. So I think you need to take some time and rework this copy where you're highlighting pain points and demonstrating what you've done in the past versus giving a bunch of basic information and then saying you have the answers. Because nobody gives a fuck about you and what answers you have. They want to know what the fuck you're going to do for them. Sound familiar? But what do you do? What's the first step? The first step, better credit is under... I'm guessing that should be the first step to better credit is understanding exactly what is on your credit report, period, including errors, aka decode your credit report. Quickly rebuilding your credit, increasing your credit score to 720 or more, paying less for everything with low interest rate, getting approved to purchase the home of your dreams. Like, you just now showed me some benefits, right? But this... You're saying, what's the first step? And then you're saying, this is the first step to better credit, understand exactly what's on your credit report. But this doesn't tell me anything about decode. This tells me why I would want to decode it, but it doesn't give me any info about decoding my credit report. So it actually doesn't make any sense that you're pitching me right here when I thought you were about to go into some value bombs. Right? So if you're going to go, the first step to better credit is understanding exactly what is on your credit report, including errors, aka decode your credit report. You would say, you would put something in here like, well, once our team gets started with you, it's a no hassle. You know, the first thing we do is pull your credit report and quickly highlight any errors that we can solve. Then we go to work getting those errors removed off your credit report. Why do you want to get those errors removed? Because it will quickly rebuild your credit, increase your credit score to 720 or more. Pay less. It'll enable you to pay less for everything with low interest rate, and it'll help you get approved to purchase the home of your dreams. Right? Like, you tell me some shit about decoding my credit report, what you're gonna fucking do for me before you go into this. Right? Because decode your credit report, quickly rebuilding it, like, it makes no logical sense grammatically or anything, right? Because I'm reading these as sentences, and decode your credit report doesn't bridge naturally into quickly rebuilding your credit. You see why you need that blurb there saying the first thing we're going to do is pull your credit report and quickly decode all the errors and get those removed for you. And what is that? And why do you want to do that? Because it will quickly rebuild your credit, right? Quickly rebuilding your credit doesn't make any sense because you're doing quickly and rebuilding. That's not grammatically correct. You quickly rebuild your credit. You increase your credit score to 720 or more, right? Like, these are actively happening while you're decoding your credit, but it's not happening right now, right? So that's why it all matters how you phrase it. So it just doesn't make any sense. So anybody reading this are going to be like, somebody that doesn't speak English as their first language wrote this shit and it's spammy. I'm not going to do it. Fuck that. Because I imagine your demographic is U.S. citizens that have bad credit. And if somebody has bad credit and they're reading something that seems spammy, like somebody that doesn't even speak good English wrote it, why are they going to trust you with helping them rebuild their credit? And I also... you can increase your credit score up to 720 or more. Like, that's good, but you're also probably setting some false expectations because we all know that you don't get to 720 overnight. It takes months of work. Everybody knows that. Like, working with my professional, I'm still not at 720, and it's been 6 months. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit doesn't happen overnight. And removing the errors, yeah, absolutely. It's going to bump your score 50 to 100 points. Mine bumped 100 points after getting all the errors removed. Now I'm going through the actual shit of building the credit. You still got to build your credit. After just getting the errors removed doesn't magically give you a 720. And that's just what you'll get with this course. No more trying random stuff, no more guesswork. Decode your credit report in just minutes without getting overwhelmed. Again, decoding your credit report isn't the first thing you need. Isn't the only thing you have to do to build your credit. Maybe you know some shit, I don't know, but I'm just saying you might be setting people up for false expectations, and prepare yourself for chargebacks if, you know, if they're expecting to get 720 overnight and your class doesn't deliver that. Especially, this sounds like it's going to be a DIY. People fuck that shit up. Right? That's why I pay someone to fix my credit for me, because I don't want to go through decoding my credit report, writing all the bureaus, getting all the letters signed, following up, getting the shit dropped, contacting the people to have them drop the shit from my records. You know, I don't want to do all that. And most people aren't going to take the time, effort, and energy to do that either. That's why they pay professionals to do it. Also, did you know paying your bills on time does not mean you have good credit? It means you have 35% good credit, and that's only if you have 0 late payment. Again, paying your bills on time, your bills like my power bill, my AT&T, none of that shit reports to my credit. So, I don't know why you're saying paying your bills on time does not mean you have good credit. You can say paying your car note on time does not mean you have good credit, paying whatever, but your bills don't align with your credit. I mean, some of your bills do, but not all of them. You do not get credit for paying your water bill, electric. Oh, I guess I should have read that second line. You do not get credit for paying your water bill, electric bill, cell phone bill, or anything similar. It's possible to increase your credit score in just 6 months. Increase mine over 200 points in 6 months. Okay, how did you do that? Knowledge is power. Understanding how credit works is the biggest secret to improving and maintaining excellent credit. I don't know why you put this info. It gives me no value, no info. Like you tease me a little bit saying it's possible to increase, and then you say knowledge is power. Like, that doesn't tell me shit. Like, it's possible to increase your credit score in just 6 months. I increased mine over 200 points in 6 months. So you can say I went from blah 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 to blah in 6 months. I might even make that my hook. The course that reveals how X took her credit score from 520 to 720 in 6 months. And then you go into your story and you provide value along through the whole page, your social proof explaining, like you're just giving a lot of generic information that's not really helping them, giving them any benefits. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. You haven't given me any tips of any iceberg yet. You haven't talked me into your class. This incredible masterclass also includes top secrets from lenders on how to get more home for less money, understanding why you're getting denied and how. Okay, see, now you're getting into good copy, but you see how far I had to scroll down to get to you talking about benefiting me. Understanding why you're getting denied and how to start getting approved fast. How to increase your credit score over 500 to or 50 to 200 points in 6 months. Seriously. How to achieve good credits in months, not years, and so much more. Plus, how to read and decode your credit report without getting frustrated. See, I thought this was number 1. I thought it already included that. So, why is it as a bonus if the first half of your damn sales page is pitching me on decoding my credit report and digging into the info, but now you're positioning it as a bonus instead of part of the main offer? It doesn't make any sense. Why you have 3 credit scores and why they are different. How your credit report is graded and viewed by lenders. What all the crazy credit words and terms actually mean. And how a single error on your report will cost you $1,000 every year. Paying your bills on time is only, well, there's another grammatical error. Paying your bills on time only makes up 35% of your credit score. See what the other 65 of your score is calculated on. Special bonus, how to deal with debt collectors when they harass you, and much, much more. I'm guessing that's just a dummy image. You're not going to actually use that. This is exactly what I'm looking for, but who is Aren Swann and what makes her the expert? Good question. To start, I have experience with every kind of lending and have looked at thousands of credit reports every month for more than 20 years. In the beginning, I assessed risk based solely on what was on their report, and it did not matter if the information was there rightfully or by mistake. All decisions were based on the contents of their entire credit report. This is the way it is when approving or denying each and every credit application, whether it's for an auto loan, payday loan, credit cards, or home loan. You not get a chance to explain any of your bad credit away. I looked at thousands of applications for credit, and because of simple errors or past credit issues, I've had to deny them. That's the reality of it, and it sucks. Which means I've spent 2 decades doing exactly what I'm doing to teach you to decode your credit report like a pro. So, you say in the beginning, you say I assess risk based solely on what they're, and you go into this, but it really is not telling me a story. You say in the beginning, I started looking at credit because of X. And then I assess risk based solely on blah blah blah, and then like I imagine you're gonna get into where you went, but let's see. But you really want to like put another blurb here and bridge them to this stuff, because you're going straight into, or you're making it all about you again. So you're bridging straight into you and what you can do rather than benefits that you're solving. So I would start off with your actual story of what happened in the beginning and then bridge them to what you were doing. Because you're telling your personal story of who is Aren Swann, so it's fine that you're talking about you right here, but you need to bridge them to this. I hope that makes sense. But most of all, I know exactly how it feels to have bad credit, to be caught in the catch-22 of trying to build new credit when no one will approve you, which leaves you stuck with zero hope and zero options. Because at one time, I had bad credit too, so yes, I actually get it. Exactly what it... Oh. So yes, I actually get... You should get rid of this it. So yes, I actually get exactly what it feels like to be where you are right now, and it sucks. I also want to know why you have this black and capitalized, but this blue and capitalized. If this is going to be, you know, you're trying to highlight copy, and the point of this, right? Like when you highlight, make it capitalized, and change the color, the point is like when people are skimming your page, they can summarize whatever you're trying to tell them just with the capitals. So you got all these other ones blending in because they're black. So when I look at this page, I just see I assess risk. This is the way it is. Thousands exactly. Decode your credit like a decode your credit pro. I know exactly because of what, at one time. Like it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't tell a story. So that's the point of using these different color highlight capitals. So choose. Like, choose your words better, or change the colors. Don't make everything capital. Because, like, that's the point of doing it this way, is you want to be able to tell a short story so people that skim the page can get exactly what you're trying to tell them with these highlighted headlines. This is why I'm different and why I'm uniquely qualified to help you decode your credit like a pro. And add my years of financial background, personal credit struggles, and successes, and the fact that I have taught thousands of people the same thing that I'm about to teach you. No more trying random stuff, no more guesswork. I also don't know why you're changing the color here and there either. I would keep this blue. Like, don't change that to orange. Or pick blue or orange, whatever one you want to use. And like these buttons, make it this blue color or make it the orange color. But that's another thing. You make sure your funnel is aligned, same font, same colors. Because if it's too busy, too much, like people are gonna go away from it. My journey to becoming an expert. My credit journey really began when I was standing on the courthouse steps, 25 years old and bankrupt. Right? So, like, you tell your story, then you tell your story again. So I don't know why it's in there twice. So I would either ditch this section or figure out how to, or bump this section higher, and then bridge this shit underneath your story, because like that's really how it should be, because you're saying in the beginning, like, give them your story, tell them your backstory about you, how you're gonna be adding value to them, then dig into all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you're trying to tell them who you are and why you're doing it, right? And then you go into your story. So like, hook them with the story first, because like right here you're just again going directly into how fucking awesome you are, which I'm guessing you're awesome. You've been doing it for 20 years, right? So you're just going into how awesome you are. So cold audience don't give a fuck about you and what you think of yourself. But if you hook them with a good story first, then go into how awesome you are and how you learn those lessons, then you're gonna hook them in and make them click that button. And in less than a year, I rebuilt my credit in record time. Like, you can get rid of this. I know it's record time because you said in less than a year. So just say, and in less than a year, I rebuilt my credit. I was able to remove nearly all the negative items from my items from my credit report, including my bankruptcy, and my score was now 742 plus. I would take this out because it was now, because now that's going to make them question, well, what is it now then? So I would say, and my score now is 742, or put whatever your actual score is. I'll put 742 plus. There is no fucking plus. Your credit score is your credit score. It might go up and down a couple points here or there, but whatever your fucking credit score is, just put a damn number and get rid of this shit. I quickly established over $4,000 in new credit within, that should be together, it's not two words, within a few months. And getting approved had never so easy, probably should put another felt in there, and getting approved had never felt so easy or felt so good. But I was never able to do any of this until I successfully decoded my own credit report. I probably want to put on in there. And it took me time, hours and hours of sitting at the computer sifting through. You don't need time here. Again, you're saying hours and hours, so we know hours and hours is time. So you can just put, and it took me hours and hours of sitting at the computer and sifting through overwhelming amounts of information before I could even get started. Probably also want to center this because it's left aligned. And it doesn't look good since this is a connecting sentence. So I would center this text. But you can skip all that frustration and research because I've done that hard work for you. That's good. That's a fine headline that ends the story well, caps it, and bridges to the call to action. Here's exactly what you'll get with the How to Have Good Credit Without It Taking Forever masterclass. I would think of a new name. That's a mouthful. Plus, you're saying, I get into 720 credit score has never been so easy. So, like, you don't even mention your thing till you get down here. So, you probably want to include it in your headline or something. Because you're saying this down here, like you're recapping that you told them they're buying a good credit without it taking forever masterclass. I haven't seen you mention this a single time so far in the funnel. So if you're gonna bridge them to, here's exactly what you'll get, like, you probably want to mention the name of your masterclass up here somewhere. So when you're recapping, because that's what you're doing here at the end, you're recapping, trying to do that final CTA to make them pull the trigger. You probably won't mention the shit you're recapping above. Module 1, Credit Bureaus and Crooks, 347 value. Learn why the credit bureaus want you to have bad credit. Module 2, how your credit score is calculated, 547 value, and why it keeps changing on you. Module 3, credit reports versus credit scores, 797 value. This information will surprise you. I would do something besides this information will surprise you. I would put why it's important that I need to fucking know this. Credit reports versus credit scores, and why you need to know the difference, or why knowing the difference will radically change the way you look at your report, or something like that. Again, talk about a benefit. Why it keeps how your credit score is calculated and why it keeps changing on you. That's fine. Credit bureaus are crooks. Learn why the credit bureaus want you to have bad credit. That's fine too. Total course value $16.91. It looks like you changed the. Did you change the font again down here? Or maybe it's the orange that's throwing me off. It looks like you're changing the font. Make sure you keep the same body and headline fonts throughout the entire funnel. Total bonus value $13.91. The overall total value is more than $3,082. So because we know what it's like to be where you are, because we want to help you succeed in decoding your credit report so you can start getting approved fast. Today you're getting everything we just listed as at a special price of just $97. And best of all, you'll start seeing results immediately. I know you're serious about learning how to increase. Rather than immediately, I would choose a synonym like rapidly or something like that, because immediately gives me the impression as soon as I download your shit, I'm going to pull my credit report and immediately see a bump in my score. When that's false. We both know that's false. So you'll start seeing results rapidly. You'll start seeing results faster than you ever could have imagined. You'll start seeing, some kind of synonym there where you're talking about how fast you're going to see results, but it's not immediately. I know you're serious about learning how to increase your score 50 to 200 points in just a few months. Then you can't. This probably should be that. In just a few months, that you can't afford to miss the breakthrough masterclass that will show you exactly how to get approved for everything I applied for. Why do they give a fuck what you applied for? How to get approved for everything you apply for. This is just shit they applied for in the past. I guess they can reapply, but how to get approved for everything you apply for is probably what you're going for there, because you're telling them to take action now, and then they're going to start applying and getting approved versus bringing up old shit that already got them denied. And then you have a capital letter here. I would drop that. Make sure your capitals and your headlines are making sense, and make your funnel cohesive, because you have your highlights here up in blue, but then all your highlights here are just black and bolded. So really use those properly. I should be able to skim the page and read these and get exactly the message that you're trying to tell me, and it should be cohesive. Don't have it black, orange, blue. Have some bolded, some not bolded. That's what I get what you're trying to do, right? You've probably seen a lot of copy where people do this a lot, but that is the reason they do it. It's to tell a short story in a short amount of time just by skimming the page. So just comb through your copy and clean that up, because it's all over the place. It makes no logical sense right now. P.S. The opportunity to have a credit expert walk you through step by step how to take control of your credit, but combine that with the extensive knowledge and years of experience is priceless. Learning how to increase your credit score 50 to 200 points in just a few months is possible. I don't know why you're telling me there. You've been telling me the whole time that it's possible. You even mentioned it up here. So you can probably just drop that line altogether. And then rather than saying of experience is priceless, no, there's definitely a fucking dollar amount on that. The dollar amount I pay is $300 a month. Right? So the opportunity to have a credit expert walk you through step by step how to take control of your credit, but combine that with the extensive knowledge and years of experience could cost you thousands of dollars. But I'm giving you all of my knowledge for you today for one low price of $97. PPS, let's be blunt. If you pass on this offer, your credit will not improve on its own and will continue to struggle getting credit approvals. Home loans are especially difficult to get. So it sounds like the angle you're going with for your audience is home loans, because that's the only benefit thing I've seen you mention. You haven't mentioned new cars or anything else, except for in that one sentence where you say car loans, payday loans, home loans, etc., etc. But outside of that, you've mentioned home loans multiple times. So maybe rework your whole copy where you're going at it from that angle, helping them get the home of their dreams. You need to decode your credit. You need the Decode Your Credit Masterclass. Again, like, you called it Decode Your Credit Masterclass right here, but up here, you're calling it the How to Have Good Credit Without It Taking Forever Masterclass. So which one is it? Is it How to Have Good Credit Without It Taking Forever Masterclass? Or is it the Decoding Your Credit Report Masterclass? Like, be consistent in your advertising. Decode Your Credit Masterclass sounds way better than this mouthful of bullshit up here. Alright, and then take that step today, you won't regret it. Take that step today and start improving your credit so you can get into that house of your dreams. I already know I won't regret it, but you don't have to tell me, because you already told me up here. So, decode your credit report in just minutes without getting overwhelmed. Yeah, so you do have a graphic made, so split test this graphic versus your video. A step-by-step program that will show you how to decode your credit report and improve your score in less than 90 days. Like, seriously, like this shit right here, decode your credit report in just minutes without getting overwhelmed. Like, this should be up here. This whole green fucking box that you got right here, put that up here at the top, right? Split test against your video at the top, but literally that's the info I need to know, bam, at the beginning. What the fuck am I reading? Why am I scrolling any further? This is a much better headline than 720. I can't even remember what the fuck you have. Getting a 720 score has never been so easy. Bonus, no more paying high interest. Like, just drop that shit altogether, right? And then you have this box here, and you put that, decode your credit report. Getting a 720 has never been so easy. Start decoding your credit today in just minutes without getting overwhelmed. And then a step-by-step program to show you how to decode your credit report and improve your score in less than 90 days. Again, you're saying less than 90 days here, but throughout the rest of your copy, you're mentioning 6 months, right? So just make sure that is it 90 days? Is it 6 months? Is it a year? Is it immediately? Be cohesive in your marketing and make that the same throughout the funnel. Here's more about everything you'll get when you buy today. Decode Your Credit Report mini course. $14.97 value, again with the different colors. And you have the graphic for your course here, so put the graphic here. Credit reports have so much information on them, and it's hard to know what's what, or if it even matters. To make things worse, each bureau and every credit monitoring site has a different layout. The scores are different. The keywords are different. It's like they make it confusing on purpose. Or they could just be 3 different companies that have 3 different processes, and they're not going to mirror each other. Just a thought. I mean, Facebook, IG, YouTube, MySpace, Snapchat, they're all different. They're all social media sites with a different layout. So why would all credit monitoring sites have a different layout? Why would credit monitoring sites have the same layout with the same terminology and all the same bullshit? Right? They're competitors. Of course they're going to have their own unique layout, catchphrases, terms, and how they handle shit. This is even more, but I do like it. Like, there's probably people out there that think like that, right? So I'm not saying this is bad copy. That's just me going on a rant. The people that you're targeting would probably actually like that, because they probably do think that way. They probably think the world's out to get them, that they didn't fuck up their credit themselves. It's the credit bureau's fault, but whatever. It's a different conversation for a different day. This is even more frustrating if you're on a mission to improve your credit score, but you don't understand the lingo. This course solves those problems. Again, like if you're using solve here. Like, this course solves that problem, but you're saying those, which means it's multiple problems. With over 20 years of reading credit reports on a daily basis, I've perfected the easiest, most efficient way to know exactly what are the most important items to focus on and how to make reading yours super simple. Again, should be an S there. And if you're bad at grammar, because there's some people that just suck at grammar and shit, like, pay someone to review it. It's pretty cheap to have someone go through and spell and grammar check your copy. How to find errors on your report, $4.97 value. You can't fix it if you don't know it's wrong. So why, I have a question here. So up here, you're telling me this is what I'm getting, right? And this is what I'm getting. But then down here, you're going into this shit, right? And some of this is listed up top, but a lot of it's not listed up top. Again, you need to be consistent, right? Like, I get it, it's a long form sales letter. You're doing it like the format is proper, but the information that you have in here is not, right? Like, if you're telling me exactly what I'm getting here, tell me all the shit that I'm getting here, and all the bonuses that I'm getting here, and all the shit up here, all the numbers, the values, the fucking headlines, everything that you're saying that I'm getting should match down here. Unless you're selling two different things, and if you are, like, it's not put together well enough for me to get that you're selling. It sounds like you're doing the decode your kit, and this is just like two separate call to actions for the same shit. But you put a lot of this up here, down here, but none of it, a lot of it's missing up here. So just make sure those are aligned. Take out what you're not actually including, and if you are including it, make sure you include it in all the sections. I can give you another example here. So this is a long form sales letter I'm launching this week, right? And then let me go. Excuse me, the edits is still under development, so some stuff might be off. But we're introducing the Strong and Healthy Mom Bob program, and we're showing them exactly what they're getting. Then we're telling them some more about it, and then we show, like, what's down here, what they're getting matches exactly what we put up here, where we broke it all down. So just make sure, like, you got the format right. Just make sure that they match and they're aligned, and what you're talking about up here actually matches down here, right? Bonus, credit bureau report card. Bonus, credit insider costing you. Total value $29.76. Let's see if that matches the bonuses up here. No, because you're giving me 3 bonuses up here that are worth $13.91, but you're giving me only 2 bonuses down here, but this one's 97 and this one's 147. So last I checked, that was less than 250 bucks, not $3,000. Unless this total value is this, and all this shit too. Just, your numbers don't match. You're not consistent, so just clean that up. This is exactly what you need to take control of your credit. Now think about this. If the only thing that the course did for you was help you get approved for your next home in less than 90 days, would that be worth $2,976 to you? Yes, I think it would, but you will not have to pay $2,976. You're going to have to pay $1,000 or even $500. No, if you act fast, get the entire system plus all the bonuses for only $97. That's good. I like this, right? So just make sure all your numbers match and they flow with your value ladder that you're building up here. And then your call to action, I'd put, let's get started, or yes, I am ready. Let's start rebuilding my credit now, or something like that. Like, bring up rebuilding their credit again. I know what you're thinking. This all sounds amazing, Arlen, but will it work for me? I think you addressed that up here already. Oh, no, this is exactly what I'm looking for, but who is... Oh, you went into your about me rather than will it work for me. I would switch that up. I would put the will it work for me above your about section. Because they don't give a fuck who you are. They want to know if it'll work for them before they want to know who you are. So, I would bump that up. Or you can even move this to, rather than will it work for me, but you do need this section. I'd just bump it up, but this just looks like a fact that you made. Because you could have a frequently asked questions section, that dials in, whatever people are wondering about. Here, let me see. Let me find another one that I can show you guys. So here's another funnel. What personal training is so effective? How does this program? So you can see why we're talking about why it's effective, why it's going to, like, what it does. Right, we're giving them all the benefits and why it'll work for them before we dig into Alicio and what he does, right? And then what is the what is it? Mixer. And then if you look at this funnel, it's another long form sales funnel for a recipe book, right? And then giving them all the benefits, 8 benefits of using the book, social proof. We go into some more benefits, then we show them exactly what they're getting, right? What makes this plan unique. We go into the guarantee. I saw you have a guarantee section in there. And then we, again, show them exactly what they're getting. All these numbers and everything align with what's up at the top. And then we have the about section because everybody wants to know who the person is and why that person is going to be able to help them. And then we have our FAQ, right? So this could be a form of an FAQ that you have. Fat, are these foods really low in calories? Would they be spicy? Will it help me burn fat? Is there a money back guarantee? Will this really help me keep weight off? Like, will this really help me fix my credit? Is there a money back guarantee if I don't see any improvement in my credit? Blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? So you got the format good. You got all the shit lined up properly, how it should be lined up. But, I think you just need to work on some of the verbiage and what you're doing there. And then here's a recap of everything you'll get. I'm guessing that you're going to replace this image with your own image. And again, like, I like that you have this blue box here, but you only use it in like 2 sections. So you need to make your design consistent. Use the same colors, the same fonts. If you're gonna put a border stroke, like maybe make all your boxes float with the stroke and the border. I mean, you just want it to be consistent and flow. And whatever headline colors you use want to use the same headline colors throughout. So join the hundreds of people who already have approved their credit reports. Now you put join the hundreds of people here, but above I'm pretty sure you said you helped thousands of people. So have you helped thousands of people or hundreds of people? So whichever one of those is correct, update that and make sure it's consistent through the whole funnel. Your free gift is on its way to your inbox, but before you go, check out this very special offer just for you. I imagine this is supposed to be a top banner, not all the way at the fucking bottom. So you might want to move. I would get rid of this and then put your banner up here. Make the font smaller. It doesn't need to be that big. So I'll show an example of this, like my wave maker funnel. And we do this a lot. Like that's super common to put that banner, that call to action banner. You know, I mean, it's not a call to action banner, but it's just an informative banner that makes them stay on the page, start scrolling. Where is it? Here we go. So if you take a look here at my sales page, oh, I took it off of this funnel. I used to have a banner up here that said your personal brand blueprint will be delivered shortly. While you wait, I have an incredible offer for you, but I've updated the funnel. My bad. I don't use it anymore. And let me see if I put a banner on this one. Yeah, here's an example of a banner right here. So this one says, thanks for joining Splash Bankers. You will receive your access via email shortly, but before you go, we have an incredible offer just for our new members. Right? And then we go into our upsell. So that's how you want to use that banner. I imagine that's just a mistake and you're going to be changing that, but just make sure you get that up top. Alright, now let's take a look at your variation. So I like your pop-up. Excellent intent pop-ups do increase conversion. So wait, do you want the perfect system? I'll show you exactly what is hurting your credit score. Yes, get into access today. Let's see if that's going to take me to, yeah, it just takes me. So that sounds like it's not whatever you're offering here, right? It sounds like it's some kind of bonus you're going to give me even though I didn't buy your shit. Right? So I would change that headline and make it, maybe reuse that blue box that you built that I told you to put at the top with the graphic and the call to action. Maybe make that your pop-up and just send them to the order page. And so I'm guessing it looks like you just use the same copy with pink rather than blue. Yeah, this copy is much better because you're diving into pain points, right? Have you recently applied for credit and been denied? Have you given up on applying because it's so embarrassing when you're constantly being denied? Or maybe you just can't keep taking the emotional hits of having bad credit. And that should be taken out, but of having bad, like now you're digging into my pain points and you're hooking me in, and I want to know exactly what the fuck it is you're talking about. So way better copy on this one. How often have you thought, why is the same account on my report twice? That's not my account. I don't know what account that account. Oh yeah, like see, you're diving deep on this one, highlighting exactly, like you're bringing up those pain points, and then you dive into this. Like that is perfect, because right, like now you got them thinking, they're thinking of themselves, they're diving deep, and then they go. Then you say, well, where do you even start? And you tell them about credit reports. Or there's 90% of them that have mistakes. So now they're thinking all that bad shit in their head, and you're transitioning to them to, I'm not the only one, right? So now they don't feel alone. And then you say, this means you must know how to fish. Like that is a perfect bridge. Like I would just scrap that other one and run with this one. This one's gonna outperform. I can already tell you because the copy's that much better. but I don't know what to do. I have no credit expert. Yeah. Instead of I'm going to share that with you, that gives me the impression that you're about to drop that knowledge, but you're actually telling me to buy your shit to get that information. Instead of I'm going to share that with you, saying everything you need to know to dial in that other 65% of your credit can be gotten by clicking the link below, or bridge some kind of call to action into there, because you're not actually sharing it on the page. They have to buy your course to learn the information. So I would change your verbiage. You could make that more of a call to action there. Let me tell you about my journey. So again, you're going into about you and how you're going to help them. Swap it. Put your story first, then tell them how you're going to help them, because they need to read your story before they believe you're going to be able to help them. Right? So put your story above your helping. Like, this is perfect for a long call to action, right? Like or not long call to action, but long form sales letter. But you just want to swap it. You want your story first, hook them into your story, let them read your story, want to get involved with you, know, like, and trust you, then bridge them into all the awesome shit you can do and help them, and then put your call to action immediately after that. And then again, is it Decode Your Credit Report Masterclass? Like, nobody's gonna see the other page, but I would just get consistent there. Is it because you have Decode Your Credit Report on this one and Decode Your Credit Masterclass on the other one. Just get consistent and make sure everywhere you're advertising it's consistent. And then, are you using the same font throughout? Looks like you are. I'm assuming you're going to get a graphics guy to create you graphics for all this shit, and it's just placeholder images. Change this border color so it matches your other borders. But this is a perfect bridge into the call to action. Again, I would move that long drawn out about section that you created to lower in your funnel and bump this section where you have your about section. You don't need to break into this twice, so just completely remove this section. Oh, you just doubled it. So just remove these two sections. You don't need them on there twice. Maybe one's set for mobile and one's desktop, and you just didn't set one for desktop only. I don't know, but just make sure you get rid of those duplicate sections. Make sure everything aligns, because look, like this says total value 1782. Up here, your whole fucking spiel is, would it be worth $29.76 to you? And then you have a big ass headline up here that says total value $29.76. So you just need to make sure this all aligns with this, because that is a good section. It just needs to align with what you put up here. And you're repeating that. You can take that shit out. I don't know why you have this duplicated so many times. Take out some of these, like, you don't need to say this 4 or 5 different times. Like, Yeah, that's a total waste. You have that here, right? Right, that's a perfect call to action. Delete this part. Save this for later on, because you don't need to do call to action, because it's call to action, more value and shit that's going to talk you into it, call to action. So save this section for, let's get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that, because it's all repeating, get rid of that, it's all repeating. Put your social proof. Then take this call to action box that you created, and put it below your social proof. Instead of yes, I need this, move this section here to below, get rid of this button, and just put this whole section right here below your social proof. Alright, and then what is your refund policy? Okay, that's perfect. Fucking put your dick on the table, tell them like it is. Alright. Now let's check out your one-page checkout. Need help? Email support at abundantlifebabes.com. It's abundantlifebabes.com. I'm guessing that's why you go with pink, so just drop that fucking orange altogether. And just stick with this pink and teal color. Pink, teal, and black. Again, make sure this aligns with your call to action on your page. It does not align currently. You know, this is perfect. This is a perfect one-page checkout. I have nothing bad to say about your one-page checkout. Obviously, it's lorem ipsum, so I imagine you're going to update that or remove the order bump. But no, this is a perfect one-page checkout. I have nothing negative to say about it. You got what they're going to be getting, the total value, you got your social proof, and you got your this, even though you told them there is no refunds, right? You said your unconditional money back guarantee, but then you just gave them that fucking spill at the bottom of your page saying you don't offer refunds because you know it's worth more than the $100 they're paying. So are you giving me my money back, or are you not giving me my money back? That needs to be consistent. So if you actually don't do refunds, then there's no reason this shit should be on your order checkout page. If you do give refunds, fine, leave it. Take that fucking paragraph off your other sales page. You need to be in alignment. All your pages need to align. All your messaging needs to align. Anything you're telling your audience needs to align. One-time offer. Wait! Special one-time offer. I'm guessing this is post one-page checkout. So let's check out your upsell. Add the companion course. Kick your credits ass to your order and receive an over 90% off. To prevent double charges, do not press back, reload, or close this page. Put this needs to go in your banner up here. Like right underneath this headline. Put this right underneath this headline. And again, fucking change that orange to pink. Change this orange to that pink. Make your branding consistent. Just some mother funnel, so that's just a placeholder. So I imagine you're going to be shooting a video for this. Yeah, because then you got orange here and pink here. Make it consistent. And this font is different from that fucking pretty font you used on your last page. So make it the fonts the same on all the pages. How to kick your credits ass. And you also, because of the image that you're using has physical books in it, you might want to add a disclaimer somewhere that this image is only representative of your course, that it is a digital course. They're not actually going to get anything mailed to them, because some people might look at this image and think that you're going to be sending them a physical book or physical whatever. And so you say thousands here, but I believe you said hundreds on the last page, so just make sure that's consistent. Needs more text. This course makes it so easy to actually repair your credit and boost your scores. I would just drop that shit completely. And then instead of putting a social proof here, Like, you need to move that. That don't need to be, because you're telling them what they're getting, right? So none of this shit needs to be in what they're getting, right? So put that there. Take this social proof out, right? Like, you need to build a social proof section. So you put all the things that they're getting. Then you take all that social proof, after all this of what they're getting, right? Then you build another section here that says, here are people that have already changed their lives and started radically building their credit today with the Kick Your Credit Ass program. And then you put all your social proof and what people said, and then you build another call to action. Like, I would just copy this, and then say, but for today only, you get all of this. Just put, join these other people and start kicking your credit's ass today. Save over 90%, get it for only blah blah blah, right? And you're also going from a $97 product and trying to bridge them to something that costs $1,000. I don't see that converting well. You need another bridge product. I would typically, you'd go 100 to like 300 or 400, and then use email follow-up to walk them to $997. But I just don't see $997 converting well. You might need to do an upsell to a webinar to pitch this $1,000 service or product, but $97 to $1,000 is just not going to convert well. But the information you have on your products is fine. It's just mixing the social proof in there. You need to build a dedicated social proof section. Let's take a look. I'm guessing this is the variation of your upsell. Do you want to upgrade your order at a huge discount plus this is just a demo page, so I'm just gonna close this. You haven't done nothing there. And then your thank you page. This is what you're getting. Use a button to create your account. Automate this. Right? Send them an email. Don't make the call to action create your account. Make the call to action something else that's going to benefit you. Like, don't forget to share this funnel with your friends and use the share button element. Or don't forget to follow Easy Credit Consulting on Facebook. Don't forget to like me on Instagram. Don't forget to join the group. Like, make it some kind of call to action that's going to put them into your value ladder and get to like, know, and trust you more. And then automate the create your account. You should be able to automate that because you're collecting their emails. OTO page. Yeah, this is just another generic one. You haven't actually built anything on it, so I'm not going to review that. Yeah, I think that was it. That was pretty much every page of the funnel. I know it was a lot. This is an hour-and-a-half review. I didn't even think it was going to take this long, but I had several pages to the funnel, and there's several things I wanted to address on it. So hopefully you guys got some value in this. Arwen, hopefully you take this criticism well, and you implement some of these changes. Yeah, just let me know how it goes. I'm excited for you to launch this funnel. It'll never be perfect. Like, accept that it'll never be perfect, but take imperfect action. You already are doing well by taking action and building the funnel in the first place and reaching out and getting people to take a look at it before you launch. So, I mean, it's just small tweaks. You're almost there, right? So just take some of this, apply some of these tweaks. I know for a fact it will start converting for you. Let me know how it goes. And if you guys watching would like me to review one of your funnels, feel free to shoot me a message, and let's make it happen. This is Big Marv. Thank you guys for tuning in. One love.